Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by your emotions that you wondered, what am I supposed to do with all of this? What if I told you that the energy behind your sadness, anger, or frustration isn't here to break you, it's here to transform you? Today, I'm going to show you how to alchemize your negative feelings and energy into something powerful, healing, and life-changing. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Aaron, and if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I'm a deeply spiritual person. I've overcome a lot in my life, and I always try to turn my pain into purpose. And yes, I'm a Capricorn, which means that I'm grounded, resilient, ambitious, stubborn in all the best ways, and someone who deeply believes in transmuting struggle into strength. Capricorns climb mountains, and I've definitely climbed my fair share. Today, I want to talk about a spiritual practice that has genuinely changed my life, energy alchemy. This is the process of taking the heaviness inside of you, the pain, the anger, the sadness, and transforming it into something higher, something lighter, something deeply empowering. So what is energy alchemy? Energetic alchemy is a spiritual practice rooted in the ancient idea of transforming lead into gold. But instead of metals, we transform our inner state. It's about turning blocked or negative energy into healing, positive energy. It's about refining your inner self, just like ancient alchemists refined metals. It's about healing on all levels, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And it's about connecting more deeply with your higher self, intuition, and divine guidance. Some people use Reiki, some use symbols, rituals, journaling, meditation, or mindfulness. But at its core, energy alchemy is about taking what hurts and turning it into what helps. For most of my life, I struggled with depression. And I'm very grateful and proud to say that I'm no longer clinically depressed. But what I actually realized surprised me. Once the sadness lifted, I was left with a lot of unresolved anger. Anger from past trauma, anger from things that I survived, anger from people who hurt me in the past, and anger from situations that I had no control over. Energetic alchemy became one of the most powerful tools in helping me understand that anger and transform it into something creative, constructive, and motivational. Instead of letting anger burn me from the inside, I learned how to let it fuel me forward in life. So let's talk about negative emotions. Negative emotions or feelings are not your enemy. They are messengers. They are portals. They are invitations for you to transform. Instead of suppressing negative emotions, we can channel them into creative outlets such as writing or journaling, singing or poetry, painting, drawing, sculpting, photography or visual arts. We can also channel negative emotions into movement and action, such as exercise, dance, working towards a life goal, building or crafting something with your hands. The energy is already there. You're just choosing how to redirect the current. So I know that not everybody is spiritual like I am, so I'm going to explain a few spiritual concepts. So the first one is low vibrational people. These are people whose mindset, behavior, or energy is rooted in fear, jealousy, anger, negativity, drama, or lack of self-awareness. They can drain your spirit if you're not protected. And then that moves me on to the next concept, which is low vibrational energy. Low vibrational energy is the heaviness that you feel inside when someone speaks badly about you, when someone gives you the evil eye, when someone projects their own insecurities onto you, or when you enter an environment with negative energy. But here's the empowering part. Low vibrational energy can be used as fuel, not something that you absorb or take on within yourself. You can choose to alchemize it and turn that negative energy into something positive, like a creative outlet that I've just mentioned, or to push you forward in life. So now I'm going to talk about integrating your dark side with your light side. We all experience both positive and negative emotions. We all have light and dark sides. And spirituality is not about being positive all the time. It's about being whole. It's about integrating the dark with the light. It's about integrating your negative emotions with your positive emotions. Your dark emotions hold wisdom. They tell you something. Whereas your light emotions hold healing. When they work together, you become powerful. Shadow and light combined creates an authentic version of yourself. So let me give you a few examples of how to transform energy in everyday life. So the first example is about anger. Instead of letting your anger stew, take that energy and clean your space, go for a long walk, do a workout, write or journal your feelings, channel that fire that you feel inside into a creative project. Anger is powerful. Use it like electricity. The next example is about jealousy and how you could turn that into inspiration. So when you feel jealousy inside that says that I want that too, instead of shame, listen to the message that your body is telling you. Then ask yourself, what steps can I take today to move myself towards the desire that I want? Another example is sadness. Sadness creates depth. Channel your sadness into creativity. You can use sadness to write a poem, to draw a painting, to write a song, to make a journal entry, to create a visual story. Sadness holds beauty when you express it. The final example I'm going to give you is how to utilize negative energy that you may receive from other people and then redirect that into protection and self-growth. If someone gives you the evil eye or sends negativity your way, instead of absorbing it and taking it on within yourself, tell yourself, this energy is redirected for my highest good. Then use that to push, to set healthy boundaries, to level up your goals, to protect your spiritual space, and to take yourself more seriously. So now I'm going to take you through a 6-step guide of how to alchemize negative emotions. Step 1 is to acknowledge and allow. Allow yourself to feel the emotion fully, without judgment, without shame, just presence. The second step is to find the message that this negative emotion is trying to tell you. Every emotion is a guide. The third step is to reframe the negative emotion with perspective. Remember, darkness and light create each other. Pain and wisdom grow together. Opposites complete one another. The fourth step is around transforming the energy. Express it through creativity, movement, action, ritual, breath, and nature. The fifth step is around shifting your mindset. Use gratitude, visualization, or affirmations to rebalance your energy. And the last step, step number 6, is around taking responsibility. Not blame, responsibility. Own your own emotions. Own your own healing. Own your own transformation. Don't take on negative emotions from other people. This is where your power lives. So my final thoughts are, your negative emotions are not flaws. They're not curses. They are not signs of spiritual weakness. They are gateways to your own evolution. When you learn how to alchemize your own energy, you become unstoppable. You turn your pain into wisdom. You turn your fear into power. You turn your anger into strength. And you turn your sadness into depth. You create a version of yourself that is grounded, awakened, and aligned, just like a true alchemist. Thank you for watching, beautiful people. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more healing content, or hit the hype button if you feel inclined to do so. Until next time, stay aligned, stay grounded, and stay powerful. Take care. Bye.